New anime weapons with special effects just got added into Modern Warfare 2, this coming in the Notice Me 2.0 bundle, these having pastel/anime tracers. The first thing we have here is the High Simp by SAB blueprint. This is tuned for aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and rechambering speed. Here's a little sneak peek at the effects it has. Then we've got a BAS-P blueprint called Notice This. This is tuned for sound suppression, aim down sight speed, and magazine ammo capacity. Then we've got a vehicle skin here, this being the Notice Mobile, which is for the LTV skin, very interesting. Then we've got a loading screen, then we've got an emblem, then we've got another emblem here. This bundle clocking in at 1800 COD points. So starting off, let's take a look at the blueprints that come in the bundle. Here's the BAS-P. Hopefully we get to see all those graphics and stuff once we put mastery camos on it. Looks pretty decent, and there's a face in the chamber there. Hold on, let's look at that real quick. When you go to pull back the, yeah, there's a face in the chamber. That is interesting. When you ADS, you got some faces on the weapon and some hearts. I love when they do custom stuff with the reticles. There's also another face a little bit farther down. Once again, fairly interesting there. Now let's look at the SAB, and yeah, another anime girl on there. Probably gonna stay once we put camos. Look at the bullets. Oh, there's some custom writing on the bullets. Hold on, I can't read that, but I'll zoom in when I edit this. We'll see what it looks like when we edit. Nothing too special with the ADS here. Not as cool as the BAS-P. Now let's go ahead and test out the tracer effects. And yeah, that is, I guess it's anime tracers. As someone who's not a huge fan of anime, I still like these tracers. They're not overly anime. They're just colorful blocks. It almost reminds me of Splatoon tracers more than anything there, with like the colorful, like, you know, leaving paint where you shoot. Let's go ahead, test out the different laser effects. So when you ADS, you get, ooh, that is, once again, I'm not a huge fan of anime stuff, but I could see myself using this laser on other weapons besides this one. Here's what the tracers look like when shot up into the sky. The SAB has the same tracer effects, just bigger, and I think it has the same laser. Yes, it does. Oh, we get a better look at it. Bro, this is a cool looking laser. The tracers are extremely vibrant in darker areas. They really stand out. Same thing goes for the laser sight. This is super noticeable in the dark. This is the SAB with the scope taken off. Nothing special here. Pretty much the same as the normal iron sights. When it comes to mastery camos, yes, the graphic does go over top of the camo. I love when they do this. It's the best of both worlds. You get to show off the camo, and you get to show that it's an anime blueprint. Platinum looks all right. Pretty much about the same as gold. Polyatomic matches pretty well. Orion's all right. The galvanic camo's pretty fire on this. Definitely a fan of this one. Bowing Blossoms. And finally, solid camos. Here's the whiteout camo, and it looks pretty solid on this. When you shoot enemies with these tracers, yes, you do get that paint/anime effect on their body. Now, this is what happens when you take an enemy out. It doesn't appear like there's any sort of special effect. No, they didn't say they had a dismemberment effect, and no, there's no special effect that plays when you take enemies out. And just to make sure, we'll try it out with the sniper, and no special effect. Now let's see if these tracers can be used on other weapons and what happens to remove all the attachments. The BAS-P looks kind of interesting when you take off all the attachments. However, you are going to keep the tracers with all the attachments off. This means the tracers can't be used on other weapons, and if you change the ammo type, you are going to lose the tracers on these weapons, and it's going to go back to the normal BAS-P. Now let's try the same thing for the SAB. Go ahead, remove all these attachments. This one looks a little bit better. You're really only missing out on the stock. Once again, if all the attachments are taken off these weapons, you are going to keep the tracer fire, meaning they're not able to be used on other weapons. And if you change the ammo type on the SAB, you are also going to lose that. However, the laser sights from these blueprints can be used on other weapons. If we go ahead and put the Notice This on for this laser sight, then go to a sniper rifle, we can put the FFS OLV laser. We're going to put the High Senpai version of it. And if we load in game, we get the cool laser sight effects from the main blueprints on these other weapons. And even as a person who's not a huge fan of anime, like I said, I see myself using this one. I do like this laser sight, and looking at it, I mean, it doesn't scream out anime to me. Yes, these weapons are extremely noticeable in real public lobbies. You can see the splashing effect all over. I'm just testing out the different attachments that come on these weapons, and they seem fine. They're not pro-tuned weapons, so there's no actual tune. Yep. Well, they're not going to do anything against the riot shield. Since they aren't pro-tuned weapon, there's no actual tuning. They're just the attachments you'd put on normally here, and the attachments feel fine. If you're just looking for weapon with pre-made attachments, that work. These will definitely get the job done. Or you could just put the same attachments on yourself if you have the weapon leveled up. Must acquire LTV skin. All right, I'm excited to see what this looks like. So let's go ahead. Oh, get in the LTV and we're going to have to drive away because we're getting shot at. So let's get out of here. Okay, so this is definitely a super noticeable LTV skin. This is also going to work for the one with the mounted turret. So if you have either version, if you get in it, it's going to show this skin. Very bright neon colors. It's got obviously some anime graphics there in the back, on the sides, pretty much all over this thing. Personally, I'm not a big fan of anime, so I don't see myself using this LTV skin. But yeah, if you like anime, this one is probably going to be the only LTV skin you're going to be using. And yes, the tracers and impact effects do work in Warzone 2.0, meaning they're going to work in DMZ, Plunder, Battle Royale. Any mode you take it in, the tracers are going to work, which sometimes they don't. There are some bundles where the tracer effects and impact effects don't work in Warzone. These ones definitely do. Overall, I'm not personally the biggest fan of this bundle because I'm not into anime, but if you're someone who likes anime, it's a decent deal, I guess, because you get 2 weapons with pretty noticeable tracers. There's no operator skin, there's no elimination effect, there's no death effect, nothing too crazy in this bundle, but it's also not a full price bundle. It's 1,800 COD points. Personally, I would pass on this. But, you know, I'll leave the decision up to you guys. We showed off everything. If you guys want to see any more bundle reviews where we show off absolutely everything you want to know about a bundle before you buy it, make sure to unlock that sub button. If you like or comment, I appreciate it a ton. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.